Welcome to the part 2 of the video. And after completing the page 1, you might see this page like this. And you can rearrange the KPIs as per your visibility. Or you can just copy my dashboard page. And like I have keep some KPIs in the charts only just to have a better understanding. And it's dynamic as you can see. You can use the filters also. And you can click on any visuals to see the particular filter that is being applied on every visuals and you can use some slicers here. I have used like state category and date picker here and a month name. So if you want to know how to keep this, it's very simple. You just go to the visualization, add a slicer here, and in slicer you can just select the fields that you want. So I have just selected date for this, and for month name I have selected month name. So this is a very simple thing to have. And okay, so this is our first page, and we will move on to our next page, that is an diagnostic root cause analysis. So for our page two, just go ahead and rename our page two as diagnostic root cause analysis. And it's just the KPI that I have copied from the previous one. So I will talk about later. So first go to this visualization pane, and after that, click on this format page and go to the canvas background and browse the image. And the image that I have already provided you in the descriptions. So you can just go into that. I will just relocate it into my desktop version and click on that page two background that I have provided you in the description. So I have renamed it because in my named as presentation two. So open it. So you will see a background layout like this. Okay, so it is already I have that created in the PowerPoint. If you want to know how I created this dashboard backgrounds, just let me know in the comments. I will make a separate video for how to create a background for the dashboards in PowerPoint. So, okay, so our page two background has been made. And for our first KPI of this page, we'll just use and this is because our diagnostic root cause analysis. So we will use the return amount as the first page KPI. We just uncheck this box and we relocate the return amount. And in the return amount, we will not name it as return amount. We will name it as return leakage. Just go to this build visual and yeah, rename it from here. Okay. So it is our return leakage now. First KPI has been made. Same way, just Control plus C and Control plus V, copy and paste. Now for second measure, we need to calculate the return transaction. It means how many transactions that have been returned to our company. So for that, we will just create a new measure here. So for our page two measure, first we will, create a new table here for our page two measure, and we keep all the measures in our page two. Okay, so measures page two. I need to rename. Yes, our table has been created, and we'll go to the model view, and just first we need to add some measure here. We click on this column and enter a display folder as KPIs. So it's better to always arrange your measures in a such way that you can relocate it easily. So go to this KPI and right click and add as a new measure. So what does we want here? We want return transaction. Return transactions. And good. So what do we want? We want return transactions. Okay. So first we need the calculate function here. Is calculate, and you want to what we want to calculate is transactions, and the filter that we want to apply here is we want to calculate transaction that have been returned. Okay, so we have a column that is return quantity in our fact table. So we will use the return quantity. Okay, so we will calculate the transaction where the return quantity is greater than 0. It means if there is a return quantity of 1, it will return us that transaction. So that is our basic measure here, and we just click on enter. So just click on this KPI and uncheck the first return amount and check return transaction. So we have a 90 return transactions here. So this is in our all our yearly data. So it is very good insight to have, and good for business as well that return transactions are very low. So now we want average is another KPI. So we'll just control plus C and control plus V and we'll take it here and uncheck this one. Now we want average discount per transaction. Okay. So for that we'll just create a new measure and we'll rename it average discount per transaction. It means that overall as per single transaction, what are the average discount that the company is providing? So for that we will use divide function here. We will divide discount amount. Means that divide the discount amount by transactions. So it will give us the average discount amount per transaction. So click on enter and just add average discount per transaction. So it is, you can see the 68.87 amount is the average discount that is being provided by the company for the particular transactions. For some transaction, there may be high discount, some for some there may be low discount. So now comes our main KPI of the hero KPI of our page, that is high discount transaction. And this is very important KPI for every company that for you can see high discount means we will give a threshold of 20%. It means like if our transaction amount is 1,000 rupees and the discount amount is 20%, it means discount is 200 rupees. So that is a very high discount that the company is providing. So we need particular discounts which has been high, more than 20% or equal to 20%. We need particular transactions. So what we will do here, first rename it as high discount here, here transactions. Okay, so it is an advanced level. So just what we will do, first we will set a threshold here. So we will use variable and name it as threshold. Threshold, okay. And then give us amount as 0.20. 0.20 means 20%. Okay. And we will set another variable here. So what this variable will do, I will tell you. We will name this array transaction table. So what we are doing here, we are creating a temporary column here. Okay, temporary table. This table will not be visible in our model or in our anywhere in the Power BI. It is visible or only for this measure. So what we are creating here, we will just use add column function, and in add column, we will use values function here. So what this values function will do, it will return us the unique amount. Yeah, you can say unique IDs or unique patients or everything, whatever you want. Say, so what we want unique here is we want unique transaction IDs. Okay, so it will give us the unique transaction ID, and in front of transaction ID, what does we want here? Okay, so we will close this column and comma, and we want our first column name to be as discount. So we will add that discount, and for discount we want value as discount percentage, and close this parenthesis. So what this is doing, we are saying the tags that add columns, and we give us the unique transaction ID, and in front of that give us for the particular transaction ID, give us the discount percentage for that particular transaction IDs. So this is a temporary table that has been created for our tax measure here, and after that we will say return. What does we want to return here? Okay, so we want to return here, first use filter function here. We will filter out the filter transaction table. That the this is the variable that we have created. So filter this transaction table, comma, where at the rate discount. Okay, so first we need to add one more function here. You just count. You will say count the rows. Okay, you will say count the rows where filter out the transaction table where discount is greater than threshold. Okay, just I will remove this extra at the rate from there. Okay, and to close this parenthesis. And so now we are saying count the rows where filter out the transaction table that we have created here, and where the discount amount is higher than the threshold, means discount is greater than 0.20%, means 20%. It will give us the high discount transaction values. And first of all, we'll do this copy and paste this one KPI and just remove this average discount and click on this high discount transaction. So we have 598 transaction details that is greater, that is having high discount amount, means greater than 20% of our transaction amount. So these are the four main KPIs of our first dashboard, and was one more KPI we will add as discount leakage. You can that is not nothing but that is just another. We already have the discount amount, and we would rename it as discount leakage. Uh, just go to our first page KPI and click on the discount amount. Okay, and just rename it. Go to the visualization and rename it as leakage. Okay. So these are the first page KPI that has been created, and you can also add the icons that I have provided you into the description in front of that, or you can download your own icons from the websites. I will provide you with the website name also in the description in this video. You can go ahead and choose your icons, or you can generate icons from the Copilot or ChatGPT as well. So for our first page KPI has been created. After adding all the KPIs, you just need to add these small icons in front of it to look it more a little bit of interesting. So you can add it. I already provided this in the description. So our next chart will be the discount leakage root cause explorer. So we will use the decomposition tree. But before that, just add a text box and name it as discount percent root cause explorer. Okay, it's a discount leakage, and just control plus A and pick up a size of 18 and use as a board. You can use Sage UI Lite and just and replace it here at the top of the this card. Okay, you just select as 16 here, and what color will you use? Back only for now. Okay. So for this root cause explorer, we will use an advanced level of chart here, that is a decomposition tree. Okay, so we will just use it and resize it. Okay, and now what we want to analyze here, it is asking for us two things: analyze and explain. By what do we want to analyze here? So we want to analyze discount amount. Okay, so we want to analyze amount. So we will just click on our KPI where the discount amount measure. Just click on the discount amount measure and drop it into the analyze. So see, it has now created an discount amount uh, bar here. So what we will do now in values, we want to explain by. Okay, so in explain by, we explain it by sales channel first. So sales channel here, we will then go to the link channel and use sales channel. And after the sales channel, we will use payment mode. That is the dim payment. We have already a column and the dim payment. For the after dim payment, we will use a campaign name. So we have a dim campaign here to use dim campaign. And after that, we have state. So for state, we will just go to the our dim product and we will have dim store here and you will just select the state. Okay. So after clicking on all the column names and analyze, just to close this. And you can see a plus icon here. Just click on this and you will say sales channel. Okay, so it has created all the sales channels. See, the discount amount is further divided into the sales channel, walk-in, app, home delivery, quick commerce. Okay, and after that, we will just click on this another plus icon and we will click on payment mode. Okay, for home delivery, we can see the UPI payment mode, the credit card, debit card, wallet payment mode, etc. And after that, again, click on this plus icon and click on the campaign name. Now you can see in the wallet, we have further it is divided into the campaigns like private label, monthly wellness, and the discount amount is already mentioned here. Okay. So after that, we will just click on one more plus and we will select the state. So for particular campaign, which state it has been the discount amount is further divided into the states. So this is a very good KPI to have and it gives a clear image of where the discount amount has been divided into the particular parts. Okay, so now we will format it and go to the visualization and click on this tree. So we will use density as parse here. So it is a little bit good to look and clearer look. So just resize it and first we will just want to know this one because in this tree, you cannot hide these headings here. So we will talk it about. We will do it now. Just resize it and go ahead and add a shape here. So insert and a shape. We will use a rectangle shape and style. We will use color as F6, F6, F6. Okay. So it is just the same color as of our background. Okay, and we will just go ahead and resize it and change, go to style and turn off the borders. Okay, so now the heading has been hidden and we will go ahead and click on this our text box and you can just click on bring to front. And after bring to front, you can click on this, place it here. Same for this KPI, go to format and bring to front. So this is the format of the decomposition tree now. Just we need to format it. We can change its color. Go to the format page. Click on this chart and go to the bars and colors. You'll say for the positive bar, we will need a color of 00260 and enter. And that's it. And our formatting has been done. And we can just scale our bar size a little bit more if you want. Uh, okay. But it's better to keep at 100% only, otherwise it will move out of the shape. Okay, so that is true. So this our tree map decomposition tree has been completed. Now let's move on to our next chart, that is a heat map. Okay, you can say the sales by hour or also. So for that, just click on this matrix table and resize it. So after resizing it into the rows, we will select our hour label that we have created in our Power Query step. That you can track table hour label. Yes, here. So click on this and our label. And in columns, we will select as day name. So go to our dim date and click on the day name. After day name in values, we will add as realized revenue. Okay. For the realized revenue, we will add the amount in lakhs. Okay. So we don't have amount in lakhs, so we will create a new measure for that. Uh, say REL and realized revenue lakhs. So we will divide function here. We will say divide realized revenue by lakh and close the bracket. So it will give the amount in the lakhs. Okay, because the realized revenue you can face some column formatting issues because of the amount that are in more numbers or in more decimal format. So it's better to have in just two numbers. So just add this into the values. Okay, and after that, go to the format visual. Click on this column, uncheck this column subtotals and row subtotals. Okay, after that, click on values and we will select the values as 23. Okay, so after 23, we'll just go here and go to the row headers. And for row headers, we will select value as 18. And for column headers, select value as 60, 40. So we'll just go to the style presence here and select as none. Okay. And we will just turn off this, we don't have the grid lines as well. So now just go to this cell elements tab and here check the background color and the font color. Okay. So for background color, first we will go ahead and in this we'll add a middle color as well. So in lowest value, our color code will be E5, E7, EB, EB. Okay. So it should match our theme. That's why we are adding these colors here. So for the middle color, we will use 707 VA1. Okay. And click on enter. And for the highest value, our default color that is 002060. Okay. And click as OK. And now same for this font color we will do here and add a middle color and just select more colors. For this we will see as E5, E7, EB. Make sure these colors are same as the background color, otherwise your number will be visible and heat map won't be looking that good and it won't be clear enough. 707 VA1 and for the highest value 002060. Okay, and click on OK. And you can see that our heat map has been created here. So now we'll just increase our value size here. You can just click on 20, 24 and 25. Okay, so now it is clear and just we will go to the values and click on 24. And you can also rename this one. Just click on this text box Control plus C, Control plus V, and rename it as hourly heat map. Hourly heat map, right? Okay, and enter. Just so this is our second heat map that has been created here. So now So let's move on to the next chart here. First, we will create another important KPI, that is, margin at risk. So what it will be, I will explain you. First, just click on the new measure and name it as margin at risk. Margin at risk. So what it is, I will just explain it to you. So margin at risk is just like that. Whatever the gross margin is here, for example, for each transaction ID, if the gross margin is less than 25%, then that is the risk margin here. So every business has a different risk margin there. Some can have 30%, some can have 40%. But for our business, we will use that 25% here. So if our gross margin is less than 25% for transaction table, then that is a margin at risk. So what we will do here, we will just use a variable here and set a threshold. Okay. Threshold equal to, we will set as 0.25. It means 25%. Now we will set another variable here, that is, we will create temporary table like we created in our previous measure, transaction table. Now in this, we will just use same formula that we use in our high discount transaction, that is add column. Okay, in add column we will use value function here to filter out the unique value, unique transaction IDs values, and we will use transaction ID and close this parenthesis, use comma, and for the name one we will use as revenue, and for the revenue we want value as realized revenue. Okay, and same for margin percent, and for margin percent we want, what do we want, gross margin. So we already have a gross margin KPI that we created in our page one. So this is it for our first table. Okay, and close this parenthesis. Just so we will use a return function here. So what we want to return, we will just use SumX function here. Okay. For SumX, we will use another function called filter. We will filter it out, filter our transaction table. So we will say filter our transaction table where at the margin, where at the margin percent, we'll say filter out the transaction table where margin percent, margin percent is less than threshold. So it will give us the margin that the gross margin which is less than 25% from this temporary table that we have created. Okay, and one more function we will use here, that is we will use and here, and not if blank. If blank is the revenue, and our revenue should not be blank there. Okay, so this is the filter that we are using here, and we'll just use close parenthesis, use comma, and SumX asking for expression. So what do we want here? We want to first we filter out the margin percent less than threshold and just multiply it by revenue. Okay, and close this parenthesis and hit enter. And hit enter here. So now just copy this same KPI chart and remove this high percent discount. Just select margin at risk here. So we can see 6.36,000 is the margin that are at risk because where gross margin is very low. Okay, so now we will create a chart here. So we will show the gross margin at risk by, we can show it by product category or therapy area. So just click on the clustered bar chart. Click on clustered bar chart. Place it here. And after that, in our values, we will use as first we will use as therapy area in our y-axis. So therapy area will give product and use as therapy area. And by therapy area, we want margin at risk So the measure that we created, just use that measure in x-axis. So you can see here, there are some therapy area which are blank. So we'll just fixate it now. So just go ahead and use filter here. First, let us go ahead and turn on the data levels and format it. Can just use format printer and format it like this. And after that, you can see there are so many therapy area which the margin at risk is 0. So we do not need this 0 here. So it is not looking good. So what we will do here, go to this filter pane here, and filter pane, click on this filter on this visual margin at risk. Click on this arrow and show items where the value is we will use is greater than, and we will use that 0. So it will only show us the value that are greater than 0 and apply the filter. So as you can see now, there is a 0 value has been removed and the final chart has been created, the margin at risk by therapy area, and we'll just use this KPI in our chart only. Just resize it a little bit. Okay, and you can place this KPI. Second. As per your feasibility, for me, I will just keep it right now here only at now. Okay, so our one chart has been created. Now we will go ahead and create another chart that is an advanced level of chart that I was talking about. It is an 20-80 rule that is called Pareto chart here. Okay, so what does it mean? I will just explain it to you. So we want the main reason for this chart is what are the 20% of the business product that is driving 80% of the revenue. The simple term language. But we want to calculate this on the basis of return reason. So what it will give us, what are the 20% of the return reasons that are giving us the 80% of the returns. Okay, so that is an important chart here. So what we will do, we will just create another measure here. And for the measure, first what we will do, we will rank the return reason on the basis of the return amount. Okay, so we will say RE return reason rank. So return reason rank, we will use rank x function here. Rank x function, and for the table we will use as, first we will use as function called all selected. And this will remove the filters of the return reason, because we do not want the filter of return reason here, because otherwise it will give us the rank of only 1 for every return reason. I have already created why everyone's rank is 1 in a short form of video. You can check that out. Okay, so we will use return reason. Okay, close it. Now what do we want to return it? Okay, what do we want to return it with the expression? So expression is return amount. Return amount. So now after using comma, and use double comma here, and you just can select descending. You want to rank as descending, and what type of rank it should be? It should be dense. Okay, and click on enter. So what this will do, this will create a temporary table here, just like this. I will show you in Excel. I have created here. So here the return reason and the return amount. For example, damage product, the return amount is 40,000. It will give us the rank 1. 25,000. It will give us the rank like this. Okay. So now we will go ahead and create another measure here. That is new measure. Now we want to return the cumulative return amount here. It means running total for the each return amount. I will explain it to you side by side only why we created this measure. And cumulative return amount. So what we will do here, we will use as variable here, variable current rank. So for our current rank, we will use the measure that we just created, return reason rank here. Okay, and what do we want to return? We want to return, we will use sum x function. Again, in SumX, we will use filter. You say filter the table. Which table we will filter? That is all selected return reason. Okay, we will filter this table. In what expression do we want? The expression is that the return reason rank should be less than or equal to current reason rank. Current rank. Okay. And just close this parenthesis here, use comma, and what will be the expression? Expression will be return amount, and close this and hit enter. Now you are saying that why are we comparing this current reason rank with just same measure only? So because it is just because every visual that we use in Power BI uses some inside filter context in it. Okay. So what this will be doing, I will say you, I explain you it in Excel. For example, our current row rank is 3. Okay. So we will say 3. Now, what it will do, we said that variable current rank should be less than or equal to the return reason rank. So, okay. So it is 3 now. So return reason 1 is less than, so it will give us this value. Okay. Return reason 2 is less than 3, it will give us this value. And return reason 3 is equal to 3, so it will give us this value. And it is greater than 3, so it will not give us this value. And it's same like this. So what it will do? It will give us the cumulative amount of these 3 ranks here. So 40,000. So you can see use equal function here plus 35 plus 50. So what it will do, up to 3 amount, it will give us 80,000 amount. Same wise, if we will go to the expired product here, if our current rank is 4, so it will be also converted into yes, and it will give us overall 10,000. It will give us 90,000 amount. I might you don't have understood this, but I will explain it to you while we visualize this, because it will be very easy when we add a line inside that. So it will explain you why this measure that we created is necessary here. Okay, so just first we will go ahead and create an display folder as stars. Okay, now we will just create another measure, that is total return amount selected. Total return amount selected. The total return amount selected means you will say calculate the return amount. Say calculate the return amount by all selected return reason. So what it will do, it will give us a return amount, but it will remove the filter of the return reason. So it is necessary, because if we do not use this return reason filter here, so it will just give us a 0 value, and it will not show the exact result that we are expecting. So yes, it will be our denominator for our cumulative percent rank. Now just we'll go ahead and create a new measure and name it as cumulative return. Cumulative return percentage is equal to, and we will use divide function here. We will say divide cumulative return amount that we have calculated by total return amount selected. Okay, and enter. Now go to the visualization and add line and clustered column chart. Okay. And in line and clustered column chart, use return reason in x-axis. Where is the return? Go ahead in the dim return reason, add return reason in x-axis, and in y column we will use return amount that we have in KPI here, return amount. Okay. And in line y-axis we will use as cumulative return percentage. So will be in our charts, that is cumulative return percentage. Okay. Now I will show you why this is happening. Now we just turn on the data labels here and increase their size. explaining a little bit. Okay. So now, as you can see, the prescription, these are the return reasons: prescription change, damage, pack. First, let us create this cumulative percentage into a percentage, then 100%. Okay. Now you can see the prescription changed and the damage pack. They have written amount as 7.6 thousand, 3.30, 3.7 thousand. So these both uh, return reasons are giving us 60% of the return reasons. Okay. 60% of the return is happening with just this both return reason only. And by combining three, like prescription change, damaged pack, and customer change mind, these three reasons are giving us 79.8% of the return amount. So that is an advanced level of chart that is companies are using for their margin, or you can say for their return reasons or for their product IDs or therapy area. And but just we calculated for the return amount. So you can just know that these three reasons are the major contributor of the return reasons that the company is facing right now. So just use this as format painter and format it. Okay. So this is our Pareto chart. Now here you can see the not written value is 0. So we just use the same filters here. Where the cumulative return percent is greater than 0, and apply the filter here. Okay. Just a second. Now this one, this return long is greater than 0, and apply filter. Okay, so these our charts have been created for our page 2 here now. So I hope you would have understood. I will create a separate video for the Pareto here, so you will understand more deeply what this chart is actually means. You will not get this charts and this advanced level of KPI in some boring 10 hours of Power BI tutorial. I will explain it to you in the separate video deeply, and also more dashboard videos will be coming in the future. We will show advanced level of DAX and charts here. So now our page 1 and page 2 has been created, and we will move on to our page 3. That will be a drill through page. So let's move on to it. Create a new page here, and that will be our drill through page. So we will rename it as store and store and PR product drill. So this will be an amazing function that we'll be using in our dashboard for a clear filter experience for our management and for our managers or for our clients. So what we will do, just go ahead and go to the visualization, and in setting just use our same custom that width and height that we use, that is 2400 width and height will be 1180. The vertical alignment should be middle. Okay. So this is our canvas visual, and go to the canvas background, and the image I have already provided you into the description. That is a page 3. So go ahead and select this page, and you will see transparency as 0. Okay. So this has been created, and now we will create a table means. So this is our drill through page. So what we'll do, we will just add all the KPIs that have been used in our page 1. Okay. So just copy this same format of this KPI and paste it here. So what do we want? We want realized revenue here. So what we will do? Just uncheck this one, and we will add realized revenue. That is realized revenue. And after that, control plus V, control plus C, and same way add gross margin and uncheck this. After gross margin, you can add the discount percentage. After that, you can add the COGS, and add average bill value. You can add more KPI as well, but for me this is enough. And just go ahead and use this table visual that we use and resize it to the entire page. Now, what we'll do, we will just add the following columns here. First, we will add the transaction ID, that is transaction ID. After that, we will use date here. From for date, we will go to our date table and use date. And after that, we will use state, that is in our store table, state. And after that, we will use city and we will use sales channel. It is sales channel category, product category, and we use product name. The quantity we use from our main fact table, that is search quantity. Yeah. After that, we will use our realized revenue measure here. And after realized revenue, we use gross margin percentage. That is after that discount percentage. And we can use return percentage. Transactions that we have created a measure here. Transaction and average bill value. That's it. And what we will do, we will just go ahead into the format and add values as values should be 40. Okay. Same ways for the column headers, values should be 50. And you can resize this one as per your feasibility. Okay. And after that, we will go style present and use as minimal. And after that minimal, we will say column headers and the background color should be this and the text color should be white. So this is it, and our main table has been created. After that, you can just go ahead and use some conditional formattings if you like. So just click on this table and go to the cell elements and apply this to realized revenue. And you can click on data bars and just click on this. So you can see the data bars. And now for the gross margin, you can turn on the background color. And you can just use conditional formatting here for the lowest value. It should be, less, and for the highest value should be yes. We use background color and enter a middle color here and enter. You can change the color as per your feasibility. For now, I am not doing that because the video will be so long. And for the discount percent background color, just use a little lighter color here. So that would look good. And that's it. And our return has been created. Now what we'll do, we will add a drill through pages measures. So we will add a drill through functions here. So what we will do, we need drill through from category. So what we will do, just go to the gym product and draw the category into this drill through product. Okay. And use this always use as category. Okay. So do not use as summarize, use as category only. And after that category, just drag city, which will be in our store area. Go ahead and drag city. So now city is added. After that city, we will just use the return reason and go ahead and click on return reason. Now the return reason is added. After that, use state. And that's it. I guess four are good enough. And just to check it, you can just go to any page and you can click if you want to check it by therapy area now. So what this we will add the therapy area as well. So it's good to have from dim product, dim product, add therapy area. Therapy area has been added. So what you will do, you will just go ahead and click on any bar here, like you want to just want the transaction of the diabetic nutrition. So just right click on this bar and you will see an option drill through. So and a pop-up will appear. Just click on this and you will see this all transaction that has been given to us is just for the therapy area of the diabetes. Okay, so that is an advanced level of filtering that experience that client and managers love. So this is an for clearing this drill page, we do not have a specific clear button here. So we will create a clear button. So what we will do, go ahead and insert a button, a blank button, and just resize it. Okay. So after resizing it, set here, and in shape, you can see add as fill style. We will turn on the text and we will name it RES. We will set 3. Okay. And just increase its size to 50. Hit and bold. So to reset this, first we need to create a bookmark here. So we'll go ahead and go to the view and click on this bookmark and use add. Now name it as reset drill. Reset, enter, and click on this 3 dot and make sure this all are checked here, and that's it. Our bookmark has been created. Now go to this button and turn on this action. In an action, type this bookmark and reset drill and just save it. So now when you control plus click on this, with the you just go ahead and you can click on the drill through or just yeah, just one more important thing to say, this won't work because we already have a drill applied on this one page. So make sure you no drill is selected, and after that you create this bookmark. So first we'll delete this bookmark from here and delete it. Now we'll create another bookmark and name it as reset drill. Okay. So now in this format we will use bookmark as reset drill. Okay. Now go to the diagnostic root cause and then use and reset from any of the like we want from the written region. Go to click and click on the drill through, and all the drill has been made it for that particular written region. And if you want to clear this filter, just control plus click on this and the filter has been cleared. So this is our reset drill has is done for now. And for now, if you want, now all the measures and page has been created. Now you can add a slicer over to our second page if you want. You can add a slicer here. And for slicer, you can add as date slicer because it is an important slicer to have. Go ahead and click on this dim date and date, and this will create a date picker for us. And can go limit and replace it here. So if you can pick up any date from this calendar table and like 7th December and from 25th of January, so it will change automatically. And you have slide bar as well. You can just adjust the dates and the filter has been applied to all over the visuals. So this is an amazing dashboard that we have created. Now, at last, we just had one more thing that we can create for an interactive experience, that is an page navigation button. So I will show it to you. And for the page navigator, just like this, you can see I have already added here. So you can just control plus click on this page. So it will redirect you to this page. And if you want to click on this page, you click on this, it will redirect to you in the particular page that you are clicking on. So how you can insert this? You just need to go ahead and insert and insert you will see buttons, and go here and add as page navigator. So I will tell you how to add and navigator and page navigator. So it has added us here the page navigation. You can format it or change the color as ever you want. You can just select as fill, or you can select as arrow, whatever you want. So in my case, I have just selected it as a fill. Make sure you add this on all the pages. So you can, if you want to add in the second page, what it will do, you will just click on this and you won't find that second page navigator here. So you need to go ahead and go to the all pages and add same way that you added in the first page, and you will just come to see an amazing function here. And in with this, our video has been completed here. And I hope you like this video and you got to learn more about the advanced level of dashboard that we have created. And for the future upcoming videos, I will create more amazing videos like this. And this was not more of an advance, you can say, but more advanced than the other tutorial that you will find on the YouTube. And I will just make another dashboards by using some SQL and Excel formatting. So we will create some fact and dimensions from SQL, clean the data from SQL and Excel and Power Query, and more real world scenario dashboards will be coming in the future. So stay tuned. And if you like the video, make sure to subscribe the video. Thank you.